Testing, testing.
If my man was wearing this, I would be all over him.
That smells really good.
It smells like my guy's cologne.
Okay.
It smells really good, yeah.
Smells
Really
good?
sexy. Oh, that smells really good.
Hi everyone, Kevin here. If you've seen any of my previous videos before, especially when I talk about Microsoft products, you've probably noticed that I always start out with a disclosure. As full disclosure, and as full disclosure, as full disclosure, and as full disclosure, before we jump into this, I work at Microsoft as a full-time employee. Yeah, I pretty much said that in every video where I talk about Microsoft products. My HR department required me to say that. I know, but a lot of you sent me feedback asking me, do I really need to say that? Why do you start every video with that? So I felt like as a responsible YouTuber, I left Microsoft after
Testing. You hear it?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, Vicente. Mr. Tingo, good morning. Good afternoon. There we go. Now we can hear you, Mr. Tingo.
Okay. I got you.
There we go.
Elman, are we live?
I'm checking right now.
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 Elman, are we? Herman, are
Mr.
we
Blanco,
good?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Are we good in all platforms? So as soon as you get a quorum, we are good to go.
Yeah, we have, looks like we have quorum. We don't have our secretary. I'm gonna ask Mr. Tingle, oh, somebody's got that. If you would be so gracious to do our minute keeping today. Can I hear him? His audio's off.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. I got you.
Thank
Do we have
you.
quorum?
But it looks like we do.
All right.
Herman, are
Mr.
we
Blanco,
good?
yes.
Okay,
Are we good in all platforms? So as soon as you get a
it is
quorum, we are good to go.
July 29th, We
3:04
3:04 p.m.
p.m.
And
we
don't
am
have our
calling this
secretary. Economic Development Committee's meeting to order. Mr. Tingle, Mr. Secretary, sitting secretary, would be so gracious to take the roll, do our minute.
I don't know. I'll try anyway. I'll go by the participants. It looks like myself, German, Claricel,
Can I hear him?
Eddie Blanco, Vicente Rodriguez. And I don't know who's Joe. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Jay Alvarez. All right. Okay, I got you.
That's George.
We have quorum? That's George. All right.
But it looks like we do.
All right. All right.
Herman,
Alvarez,
we
Fool
got
me for a while there.
Steve Brimo's on. It is Alex
Uh,
Castro, 3:04 p.m.
All right, I got Alex.
Steve Brimo, you got him?
Steve on?
I see him.
Okay.
And Mr. Llanos. Jose
Yes,
Llanos.
I have Jose. I don't know. I'll
And,
try
Roman.
anyway. I'll go. Roman has, yes. So looks like myself. I have Elizabeth on iPad. Aricel.
Can I hear him? That's town staff, Elizabeth.
Oh, that's the town staff.
Yeah.
Rodriguez. Well, we're getting there. Who's Joe? Can you hear me now? All right.
Right.
Hey, Alvin. All right.
Fantastic,
Okay,
thank
I
you.
got
So that's George.
That's George. All right.
It looks like we do.
All right. All right.
Good afternoon. How's everybody?
Steve Brimo's on, very well. And
Good, good.
Mr. Neil Robinson joining.
I got it, Alex.
Hey there, John,
Hi, everybody.
Eddie,
Hello.
Vincente.
Hello.
I have Jose.
Good, good. Jose, you see
How you
him?
doing, sir?
Roman has, yes.
Good, sir. How are you today?
I have Elizabeth on iPad.
Great, great, great.
That's town. All right, I had the agenda open, now I cannot find it. So bear with me a second.
Well, we're getting there. All right.
Fantastic, thank you. So all right, so let's do the
Good afternoon. How's everybody?
additions, deferrals, deletions. Anybody have anything for additions, deferrals, deletions? I'd like to add something.
Hey there, John.
Hi,
Sam
everybody.
has an update for us
Eddie.
regarding old business, so I'd like to bring that up to the beginning of, I guess, right after public
How you
comments.
doing, sir?
Good, sir. How are you
Anybody
today?
else?
I have Elizabeth on iPad.
Great, great, great.
Eddie, I just want to say, Andrea is not able to join us today. She's on the board
I
meeting,
cannot find it. Got it.
but she sent me some notes on her agenda item, which I'm going to send to you guys shortly, okay?
Okay. Okay, so there's a motion to add, move up, add a new business item, which would be to address the, some things that Clay said wanted to bring to the table. There's a motion. I need a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Anything for additions, deferrals, deletions? All in favor? Add something?
Aye.
Oh, okay, we're moving that up really quickly.
Eddie, excuse me, who seconded that?
For us.
Jose Llano?
Yeah, I know.
Jose, yeah, okay.
I'd
Then.
like to, Motion passes. Let's go ahead and move to public comments. Bang, do we have any public comments?
Good, sir.
No, nobody
Anybody
from the
else?
public joined this meeting.
Complaints.
Okay, no public comments. Moving along.
Eddie, I just want to say,
actually-
Andrea is not able to join us today. She's on the board meeting. But she
I don't
said
know if
let
you
me
guys
know
received
so
a copy of the
agenda
last
item,
minutes.
which I'm
We
going to
can-
send to you
we
guys
can
shortly, okay?
Okay.
We have to defer, Eddie.
So
There was
I
a
think we're gonna have to
question.
defer, yeah, I'm just gonna defer, this is a special meeting, as a second call meeting anyhow, I think we can approve that, these minutes and the last ones at the next meeting. There's a motion, I need a second.
Second.
I need a motion to defer. The
So
approval
moved.
of last, okay, so
Aye.
there's a motion to defer the minutes,
Who
review
seconded that?
of the last meeting minutes.
Joseyano?
And a second.
Okay.
A second, any discussion? Let's go ahead and move to public comments. All in favor? Bang, do we have any public
Aye.
comments? None opposed?
No, nobody
Unanimous?
from the public
Passes.
joined this meeting.
Thank you. You got that one, Mr. Tyndall?
Yeah, okay, so those are gonna be moved to the next meeting.
The approval of the minutes.
Approval of
Received a
the,
copy of the last
for
minutes?
special, yeah, those are 2 minutes,
Yes.
two different minutes.
The one for this meeting.
We have to
and-
defer,
yeah.
Eddie.
So I think the second was by Romney. Romney?
Yes.
All right, gotcha, Romney.
Second call meeting anyhow. All right. Approve that. Okay, so now we'll move to, we'll move to give the floor to Ms. Claricel. I need a motion to defer.
Thank you.
So
I'm
moved.
happy to be here and see all of you.
The minutes.
So I'm going to share my screen, but before I do that, I just want to give you all a little recap of what we've been working on to assist local businesses and to showcase the local intel
Unanimous?
microsite that we will be launching
You got that
shortly.
one, Mr. Tyndall?
Yeah,
We
okay, so
developed
those are gonna be
this,
moved to the next
it's
meeting.
a website with
Approval of
the
for
local
special, yeah,
businesses
those are
in
2
mind,
minutes, two
as well
different
as
The one for this meeting.
businesses that are looking to
So I think the
relocate,
second was by
and
Romney.
in addition,
Romney?
also the
All right,
consumers.
gotcha, Romney.
So it's a kind of an all-in-one,
Okay, so now we'll move to,
one-stop shop website
we'll move
for
to,
businesses.
to give
So
the
I'll
floor to Ms.
share my
Claricel. I need
screen.
a motion to defer.
Thank you.
So moved.
I'm happy to be here and see all of you.
Defer the minutes.
So I'm gonna share my screen, but before I do that, let me know I just want to if you see what I see, what we've been working on, to
Yes, we see
assist,
exactly.
okay, great. So, this is the landing page for the website, and it's it'll be a very simple, web design, that you can scroll, and these will be, click buttons, which will lead you to further down the page. So it's very inviting, it's very fresh, it's a picture of Main Street and Barn Road, which is very iconic for Miami-Dade. So it's and as you scroll down, these buttons will be taking you to other pages within our website. So if you're interested in opening a business in Miami Lakes, you would click here and it will be taken to a website, a web page within the town's website with all of that information. Same as
Yes,
this
we
one.
see
These
exactly.
are two main pages that have had a lot of traction these days, according to Google Analytics. So I felt that they were important to be at the very top. This second page would showcase our local intel product, which, as you know, is the microsite with information on market research and industry trends and that sort of information. So once you click on this link, it'll take you to the local intel page that I believe all of you have seen. If I am wrong, please let me know, and I will make sure to send all of you the link so that you can review it. And as you scroll, it'll provide you some other news and information that also resides in the town's website. Information information on outdoor dining, which is a new regulation due to COVID, some economic resources, information on when business tax receipts are due, which those of you that own a business in Miami Lakes will receive the notice in the next coming weeks. Every month, we will spotlight a business. With your help, of course, we'd like to change it up on a monthly basis. I think that's pretty simple to do, and with your help and the help of the community, we'll be able to turn this around fairly quickly. And as you we will also be showcasing our Instagram page, which is, I believe Willie and Brandon touched on it at your last meeting, and this was created to give a feel good, pretty images page for our local businesses. Business tax receipts are due, which as you continue to scroll down, we'd like to also have this page as a hook for any local businesses that are having sales or are offering any specials to be able to list those specials here within this page. And this is the page that would be most useful, I believe, to consumers that are outside of Miami Lakes. It'll be a good. I'm sorry. Is there a feedback? We will also be showing. I don't hear feedback. Instagram page, which is.
I can hear you.
I believe.
Me neither, Faisal. I can hear you pretty, very, very nice.
And this is okay. This was created to give. I'm sorry. I just got an email that or a message that I had some feedback. So the businesses would be able to promote their sales and specials and any information that they'd like to within this page. You all had spoken about promoting local businesses at a regional level, and I think this is a very good way to do that. And this is the page that would, and then here we would display our events. Hopefully soon we can get back to those because we miss those very much. Businesses that are new to town can request a ribbon cutting, join our mailing list, and we'll also have information on those businesses that want to partner with the town, the opportunity to sponsor an event or an activity. And then this last page is a resource page. It'll be links to all the different Chamber of Commerce within Miami-Dade County, as well as Florida. And that concludes my presentation. Wow. So if you have any questions.
Clarissa, hi, this is Steve. How are you doing?
Hi, Steve. Good.
The page where the businesses can, in effect, announce or post discounts or specials or stuff like that, what's the actual logistics for business A to get that information onto that page? How would they do that?
So they can either reach out to us at Town Hall. They can reach out to the Economic Development Committee. We don't want to put a hurdle. We don't want a big application. We want it to be very simple and user friendly for our businesses to be able to promote their business on this page.
Would we then? I mean, let's say for example, we know business owners. We talk to them. We try and help them out. Would they basically contact Brandon or anybody particular specific at this point? You haven't identified.
They can contact any of us. Okay. We will all be able to update this page relatively quickly, so they can contact myself or Willie or Brandon. Okay. We work as a team, so and again, we don't want to create any burden on the businesses, so we want to make it very easy for them to be able to take advantage of this opportunity.
Thanks, Clarissa. Appreciate it.
Hi, Clarissa. Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Can we put like a contact form at the bottom of the page or something for something like that would maybe go automatically to you all?
Yeah. So there is a contact page at the very, very bottom. It has my information. There is also information here for the business spotlight. We'll be taking suggestions from the Economic Development Committee, but we'd also like to take suggestions from the community. And if there's a company or a business that wants to participate, we'd love to receive their recommendation, and we'd share those recommendations with the committee, and we'd be happy, to entertain those.
Cool. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I think it looks great. Thank you for taking the initiative to put this together. Really excited about that.
My pleasure.
Any other questions from the committee?
So we are looking to launch and go live early next week as a very soft launch because we do have to present it to the council before we start really pushing it. But I wanted to get your feedback before we do the soft launch and before we present it to the council for any of your input and feedback. So I appreciate the opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's good. Thank you.
All right. Cool. So let's move to old business. 6A, breaks the clicks. Mr. Sanchez. You want to give us a quick update where we're at with that? I hope everybody received the email.
Yep.
But you can go ahead and give us a quick update on that.
So yeah, we went live yesterday with the campaign. And I'm pleased to tell you that Bank United also shared it on their network, so that expanded us, throughout Dade County. But we're very excited. They committed to all 5 webinars. The first one being the Breaks to Clicks, and we're pushing it hard. So if you guys can share it on your network, your business platform, do so, please. And I just want to recognize Steve, because Steve brought this to our table, to the table, and we're very excited. I think it's a great time to do this, and Steve and myself and Brandon and some other officials from the Bank United spoke. We had a meeting yesterday and everything went well. They're very excited as well. Steve, I want to speak on your behalf. Again, it's great to see you, sir.
Willie, thank you very much. And just publicly, Bank United is looking forward to really stepping up and making sure all these webinars happen the way they're supposed to happen. And I must give Willie, Brandon, and the team a big shout out and many thanks, much thanks. Very professional crew. My people were impressed. We met with our marketing people and the individuals in charge of our social media and digital delivery, and good feedback. And we're looking forward to continuing the partnership with the town. I mean, this is real, and we think that this is needed. And I'm just very happy that we're able to step up and do it. So thank you, Willie. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve. And I know Eddie and I spoke last week about this. We want action. We don't want. There's a lot of people talking, but there's no action. And I think the town, all of us in this committee, we've worked very hard, not just to have words, but to have something behind those words. And I appreciate you, Steve, Eddie, everybody on this committee. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Willie. And yeah, so I have to second what Willie, both of you said, right? Thanks, Steve, for bringing Bank United to the table, and Willie and the team for executing on this. We turned, because this was originally planned to be a physical venue, and COVID came, and it was going to be one event, and we turned it into 5. I mean, that's awesome. And Bank United stayed in there with us. They didn't walk when things changed, so that was really cool. To that, you received an email from Willie that has already all the tags, all the hashtags, all the comments. It's already pre-written. All you gotta do is copy, paste, and drop it in your social media feeds and get it out. LinkedIn, Facebook, it helps that everybody does that, because there's people that go, town's doing their promotion, but there's people that'll go just because you told them to go, because of your leadership and your relationship with them, and they'll take your recommendation to be there. So that'll be great to have a really successful event. Any comments? Any other comments on this? None. Seeing none. Moving. I like the good old fashioned way. I gotta print all this stuff out. All these screens open. Bear with me. Move this. Where is this item now? Looking for my agenda item. Does anybody have the agenda in front of them? Can tell me what the next agenda item is? Oh, here it goes. Sorry about that. All right, next agenda item, the scavenger hunt. Moving on to new business. Andrea was going to look into working on the scavenger hunt and bringing something to us. She's obviously, as Willie said, not here because she had a board meeting. Willie, what do you want to bring that to us?
Yeah, I would like Clarisol to chime in. Clarisol came up with this idea initially. I just sent you guys her notes via email. She's sorry she couldn't make it, but she's done some research. She's waiting for more feedback. But in your notes, you'll see everything that was discussed to this point with her and the agency that does this type of service. If you get a chance today, take a look at it. You can respond to me with your ideas. But Claire, so are you still there?
Willie, it's Elizabeth. Hi, everyone. Clarissa left for the moment. She's out of
Okay.
office.
So the idea, guys, is just to push to get people to go to find a fun way to get people to go to these businesses, whether it be restaurants, spas, and the scavenger hunt. It's a way to do that and make it fun and make it rewarding. Like I said, Andrea's still waiting to hear back from the agency that handles the events. But she sent me a bunch of notes, which I shared with you guys. Please take a look at it. Reply to me if you can with your ideas, and then we'll respond accordingly to each one.
Got it. So my understanding is we're not going to take action on this item today in terms of voting or making any decisions.
No.
Is that right? Okay. So should we table it for the next meeting?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we need a motion to do that.
I'll move the motion
All right.
to table the item to the next meeting.
Okay. We have a motion to table the item to the next meeting. Do we have a second?
I'll second
it.
I don't know who, there was a tie there between Castro and Grimo.
Alex seconded.
Flip a coin. Alex, okay.
Sure,
Alex
why not?
Castro seconded. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Cool. Cool. Next item is
Aye.
Oh man, this computer today is not working with me.
That happens, Eddie. That happens.
Yeah. I'm just kind of trying to laugh it off here, so I don't get super frustrated.
Come on. You're a Blanco. Come on. It's Rudy, by the way.
Hey, Rudy.
Yes, I want to say that number.
I know. Thank you, Rudy.
I don't know that's a bad thing or a good thing sometimes. Okay, so let the record reflect that Rudy Blanco is here.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you.
Oh. Going on to the next item, the candidate forum for District 13. The town received, and I also received a request for the committee to consider hosting a District 13 commissioner seat candidate forum. I guess they saw the success we had with the with the mayoral forum and have requested that we consider doing one for the candidate forum for the District 13 seat. That, as we know, Stephen Bovo is currently the district commissioner for that seat, and upon him going to, his seat becomes open, and so it's between Rene Garcia and a young man. I can't think of his name right now. It slipped me, but they asked if we'd consider it. So I'm bringing that information to the committee for decision on whether or not we want to take that on as a committee.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I'd like to, I don't know if I need to make a motion at this point, but I'll make it a motion so we can discuss it. If I can get a second.
You're making a motion to
take it on and to have a debate for the District 13.
Okay,
I get
so
a
we have a
second
motion.
discussion.
Okay, we have a second. I mean, sorry, we have a motion to approve to move forward with this project of this District 13 candidacy forum. Do we have a second for that?
I'll second it.
There's a second from Castro.
Alex.
Any discussion? Yeah, Alex Castro. Any discussion?
Yes, sir. I'd like to wholeheartedly support us hosting a debate for the candidates for District 13. As you know, that our outgoing county commissioner, Steve Bovo, has been very, very helpful to Miami Lakes over the years. And now we have another candidate, Mr. Garcia, a former senator, who is running, and the other gentleman, I don't know his name, I don't know his credentials or his experience, but I think it would be great to host that and see what the differences are in the candidates, and if these our residents will again get an opportunity to hear and see these two candidates and make an informed decision. I think it's their election day. When's their election? Does anybody know if it's the same time at the other counties?
Yeah, same time. Ballots are out.
Yeah. So I recommend it wholeheartedly.
Got it. On this matter, I'm in terms of discussion, my viewpoint on it is that I'm not crazy about the idea, because I think I don't want to become like the candidate forum,
Okay.
Not just me personally, and everybody's open to have the conversation, but I just don't want to become that. The mayoral forum was different because it was such a big deal. It's although District 13 is a big important district for us, it's a big deal too. But I don't know. I just that was just my view. I felt like, okay, whatever. But I wanted to bring it to you. Ultimately, this is your committee. So, any other discussion?
Yeah, just to.
Go ahead, Mr. Tingle. I can't hear you. Audio's off. Your mic, you're muted.
You mute again, John.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, please proceed.
Okay. I'm a little bit concerned about the time. It took us, 2 or 3 meetings to handle the last one. Do we have enough time to really put this forward? I'm not so sure we do.
If we
for discussion,
it's going to take 2 or 3 meetings to get this thing going. So I think we're pretty close to the time situation.
Mr. Castro?
My thought on this is I like the idea generally, but John's right that we're really close on time. On the flip side, I do think that we don't need to take this to the same extent that we took the mayoral debate. If we did this, I would recommend that it should just be a Zoom thing with maybe some people from the town just on. And we're only coordinating with 2 people at that point. I really, what would we need other than to set up, a meeting date and time, and then maybe to pose some questions to somebody who could act as a moderator?
My thought process on this I think I'm kind of similar to Eddie's initial comments. The mayoral debate was a big deal. It obviously went off well, but the question is, what happens if we're asked again and again and again with something like this? Where do we kind of, are we going, as Eddie mentioned, are we going to be basically the clearinghouse for these type of things? So that's my thought process. I think.
I have
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair?
Yeah, hold on. Alvarez has been trying to chime in here. Let me go Alvarez, and then we'll go to Robinson.
Just a quick question. I may have missed it. Who requested that we host this?
I know it came to the town. I don't know who it was. Claricet brought that to my attention through Willie.
Okay.
Willie, I'd have to check the email. I know the email's forwarded. Willie, do you have that information handy?
I believe it was a candidate running against Senator Garcia.
Oh, the candidate. Okay. Okay.
Chairman
Yes,
Blanco.
sir.
Yes.
Go
ahead.
It's Rudy Blanco. Yeah, the political newcomer is Adrian Jesus Jimenez.
Thank you. Thank you for the
young guy, very young guy.
Yes, got it.
Yeah, Adrian Jesus Jimenez, guys.
Adrian Jesus Jimenez. There's the name, guys. So that's the
There's the
gentleman he's the one who requested it, and I received the request directly from him through Facebook.
Right.
As well. And I told
Mr.
him I'd bring it before the committee. Yes.
I should have asked that question earlier before I made the motion. I didn't know that the other candidate was making the request. I thought it was a mutual request being made by both parties. If that's the case, then I will withdraw my motion to host it. And again, my only thinking about the District 3 is that what an important role the Commissioner for 13 is to the town of Miami-Dade. We've got some major issues that are going to be coming before the county regarding the mall that's going to be, they're still working on the transportation issue, I'm told. But more importantly, the bridge that we are all very concerned about. And we really need to make sure that, and we just need to make sure that we have had an opportunity to share our position with the candidate, especially the one who in all likelihood will probably win the election, but we can't speculate at this point. But I just know that District 13 is a very important district, and Steve Bovo was very, very helpful and had always had an open door policy for the town of Miami-Dade especially. And Mr. Garcia, I think that I think he's gonna. I think he'll probably win it. But again, we don't need to. If he and the other, if it wasn't mutually requested, then I'll withdraw my motion.
Motion's withdrawn. All right. Anybody else want to make a motion regarding this item?
Hearing none.
Well, I'll move to continue the discussion because it's kind of piqued my interest a little bit.
Okay, so there's a motion.
Second needs.
So yeah, we need a second to continue this discussion. There's a motion on the floor to proceed with the idea of go ahead and getting this District 13 meeting in place. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
There's a second for discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back on the discussion.
I agree with you. It's a very important seat. But I also understand the other side where we don't want to host every time somebody wants to have a bigger, a bigger platform, go ahead and contact us because then we're going to become the election central here. So.
Well, there's also a state seat that's available, 103 for representative. That would have to be considered as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of what my concern is as it relates to that. Any other discussion on that?
I share that thought, but at the same time, I also don't see what really stops us down the line saying no. My initial thought is, it's a presidential election year. Obviously, that's a big deal for anybody and everybody, including businesses. And obviously, the makeup of this board will look very different in 4 years, but I don't really see much of an issue with hosting some sort of discourse in, every 4 years type of idea. Obviously we have important issues that are unfortunately decided in large part by who's in office, right? So I mean, those are my thoughts. I don't see any reason why we just couldn't say no in subsequent years.
Mr. Chair, may I also add that I agree totally, because the young man who's making the request is not as well known and doesn't have all the experience, and he may simply be wanting to have an opportunity for us to help him do what he wants to do, which is to capture that seat. So I think that if it wasn't requested by both of them or both of their campaigns, I would move that we not proceed with this one.
Any other discussion? Any other discussion? Okay, well, we're going to move to vote on this item. We're moving to vote on whether or not we should host a District 13 Commissioner seat forum. That I would add, Alex, I'm assuming, I don't know if I can, you give me the liberty to add it will be done through Zoom.
You can assume.
Yeah, okay, because I heard you say that. I just want to add that into the motion because you had said that. So I just want to clarify.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And then that it would be held through Zoom so we can simplify it and expedite it. That's the motion for vote.
Chairperson Blanco, may I say something that's important too in the decision making?
Yes.
We're going to need, if we do it via Zoom, which is, if that's the platform that the committee chooses, there's costs associated with the translator. Either we can hire somebody to do it face-to-face, which is $190 per hour, or for the 2-hour span, or eScribe, which is $600. So that's something to consider.
Understood.
The cost there's some hard costs that we have to pay for.
Okay, so thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and move to vote. Any opposed? I'll start there because that way I'll know if we should do a one by one. Any opposed to this motion?
Vote one.
Yes.
I am as well. So okay, let's go ahead and let's take a roll call. Let's do a roll call on this. Tingle.
Opposed.
Yea or nay? Nay. Okay. Llanos. Can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Nay.
Nay. Brimo.
Nay.
Castro.
I'm in favor.
Robinson.
No.
Alvarez.
No.
Romy.
No.
And Vicente Rodriguez. Yay. Okay. Did you get that, John?
Yeah, you got 3 nays.
3
And
names.
Blanco.
No.
Yes.
No. Rudy Blanco. Sorry. Okay, I don't see your picture.
Yes.
I sorry.
Yes. I got you. Yes.
Rudy Blanco. He's a yes.
Correct.
So I think the yes carries.
No.
No,
So
I
1, 2,
No.
3,
I counted
4,
like
No,
six
no.
nays.
5.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 nays and 2 yays.
Yeah.
That's
correct.
You wanna
There's
do
6-2.
6-2. You want to do the vote again, just so we're clear, Mr. Tingle? I don't want
No.
Llanos,
No.
Remo,
No.
Castro,
Aye.
No.
Alvarez, Romy,
No.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
and Robinson,
No.
and Blanco, the other Blanco,
Yes.
Rudy Blanco.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we got it?
You got 6-3.
6-3, no.
6-3.
The motion
6
fails.
no's, yes.
The motion fails. Okay. Moving on, 7D. Review budget as prepared by the Budget Subcommittee on June 2nd. The purpose of reviewing the budget is because last meeting discussion came about the budget, and there seemed to be a little bit of unclarity about the budget. So we are bringing back that. Hopefully you receive a copy of the minutes that were from the June 2nd subcommittee meeting that was chaired by Andrea Riccici. in that, just to kind of bring some color to this so we can have the discussion and make a decision. In that discussion, we have a $20,000 we had a $20,000 budget this year. Next year, we're assuming that we're not asking the council to increase that budget. We have this, we're gonna ask them for the same $20,000. $10,000 goes to local intel for, in part, not that website you saw, but where that website will lead to, the local intel's page. Everybody knows what that is. And then we have the other $10,000 that normally was going to the Miami Lakes Chamber. 7,000 of that 10,000 was going to pay for the expo. 3,000 of that 10,000 was going to pay for our membership. We're asking the council to approve that the $3,000 in membership for the chamber be moved to the regular budget item, and that the $7,000 that we normally pay for the expo, we wouldn't be paying it this year to the chamber, because we felt that we needed to use that money in other ways. So then we had the subcommittee meeting and we decided how we're going to use this cumulative $10,000, assuming that the council will approve it. We agreed that there'll be seminar, digital workshops, $2,000. That would be that would do another like bricks to clicks, get Google friendly, HR issues, small business resources, tax planning and strategy. Those are some of the items that we thought we could do. And that would be part of our budget for next year's activities. That was $2,000. $3,000 we kept for helping with the expo. And then $4,000 for marketing, which would be a shop local, shop small campaign, video marketing tool for local businesses, and the Facebook, LinkedIn, and social media ads. So that's what's out there, and I just wanted to make sure it's clear. And then what we wanted to do is I asked if Brandon would be able to give us some more color on how we can use of the 4,000, what that Facebook, LinkedIn, and social media ads would look like in terms of cost. And then kind of open that all up for discussion again, even though the subcommittee approved this and we already approved this minutes. I get as a committee, we can say, well, you know what, let's rethink this. So that's, sorry for the whole long history, but I want to make sure that we all knew what we're talking about. So anybody want to make a motion as it relates to that?
Mr. Chair, just before that, just want to clarify that your summary and the details you mentioned, that's all done, correct? That's been approved by us already.
Yes.
We're not going to be voting to change it or to amend it or stuff. I mean, that's done, correct?
It's done. It was done, but last meeting questions came up about it. And then we decided that we couldn't make any decisions about changing it unless everybody knew what it was and what we approved. And so that was clear. I didn't want to, cause a mess. I said, let's make sure we all know where we're at. And I didn't have a copy of this, and I have it in front of me now, and everybody has a copy of it. So it's open. If everybody agrees, we can change it. Again, it doesn't matter. It's up to the committee. And it hasn't been approved by the council.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So
if I may say
we're ready.
something.
Yes.
Brandon unfortunately couldn't join us. He had to go to FIU, but he gave me some notes. And Neil, we have a big event tomorrow in the town with the Unity prayer, and we had, just to give you an idea of a budget. Neil's committee allocated $400 for a paid ad campaign. Within the last 4 or 5 days, we have reached close to 50,000 people.
Wow.
Just to give you an idea of the power, if we combine paid with organic, the power the town may have and to get information out. So just to give you an idea, he texts me, when you have a budget between 250 and 400, you can make a big difference in the audience. In Neil's event, it's a great example. Almost 50,000 people as this morning, right, Neil? Is that correct?
Well, yeah, It's cultural affairs, not Neil's event. Cultural affairs.
Yeah, no, cultural affairs. I'm sorry.
Okay, great. Yes, I just want to say that you will make that kind of investment and you'll have great return on the response that you get. We are very pleased to announce that on tomorrow night at 7:30, the Unity Prayer event will go on and it will be televised. I mean, it will be live streamed on the town's website as well as Facebook and YouTube. And there'll be 10 religious leaders speaking. And that would not have happened, at least the outreach that we did, without the investment of those dollars to get the information out there. So if I can say anything to this committee, that if we want to do something that's really going to attract following, we have to do some kind of investment in marketing strategy and financial support for that strategy. So
well, we've
just wanted to say that.
Thank you for that input. And we've got $4,000 in marketing. We have $4,000 to basically spend. That comes out to a little bit more than $250 per month. So if we did an event every month, we can market that way, and that'll be the Shop Local campaigns, do maybe some video and stuff like that. And I'd like to, add that into that picture, So I think, I know I didn't scroll down all the way. There's one more $1,000 for some pop-up events that's up on the table, maybe a culinary bike tour or art in public spaces type of event. That would be probably later in next year, hopefully with all this COVID. If not, we'd have to figure out how to do it with social distancing and safety. If we don't have any, I brought it up because we agreed to bring it up again. If there's no motions or anything on the table, I would move to leave it as it is and continue on moving forward. It seems like we have enough in the budget there, that $4,000 to based on my conversation with Willie and Brandon today, earlier.
Mr. Chair, if you're making that motion, I'll be happy to second it.
Okay.
Move it with the recommendation.
So we have first and a second to move this and keep it as it is and not make any changes. Any discussion? Okay. We'll move to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, seeing none. The motion passes unanimously. So that is good because that's important, because the next item on the conversation here is our, I think it is, see, yeah, review the budget of the subcommittee is great. And then the Miami, sorry, what's not on here, guys, and I didn't see the approval of the minute, approval of the, I'm going to need to have a motion to add that to this new, the review and approval of the presentation to council. You should have received a copy of the presentation to council. I'm going to make a motion to add that approval of the presentation to council. I need a second.
I second it.
There's a second by Brimo. Any discussion? All in favor? No one opposed? Okay, we're adding that. It's on now it's on the agenda. Okay. Did everybody have an opportunity to review and approve? I would need the approval and a motion to approve the presentation to council.
I so moved.
A motion from John Tingle to approve the presentation to council.
Presentation to council.
There's a motion.
I'll second it.
A second from Castro. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair, when will that presentation be made?
August.
Correct.
At the regular August meeting.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Moving to vote, the approval of the minutes, the approval of the presentation to council. That'll be done in August at the regular council meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes unanimously. Okay.
Now, just for clarification, Eddie, have you done that already, or okay?
No. The presentation to council is done, and you should have a copy of it. And we just approved.
Okay.
To be presented to council. It's
perfect. Thank you, sir.
No problem. So it's just for point of order. It's prepared and then sent out to the council, and then everybody reviews it and approves, and then that's what's presented physically as a copy document sent to the council, and then I will present it as well during the next council meeting and in the public meeting.
Perfect.
Okay, two other items that we have to kind of move kind of quickly for, and here they are. I'm gonna go to 7E, Miami-Dade County Restaurant Grant. There's a restaurant grant that is coming out from Miami-Dade County, the details of which are not out yet to my knowledge. My motion would be to have one of the members of our committee to be the point person to find out the who, the where, the how, the details of everything we need to know about that grant, so that can be brought before our committee for decision. That's the motion. Would anybody like to?
I'll second that motion.
Okay, there's a second for that motion. And in that, I guess we'd have to add who that person would be. Hopefully someone would gladly raise their hand and wave it like, woo, really excited to take it on.
I'll take that.
Jose, all right, there you go. Castro will take it on. Cool. If that's so, I'll make let me revise my motion. I'm gonna withdraw and revise my motion. I'd make a motion to have Alex Castro as appointed point person to find out everything we need to know about the Miami-Dade County restaurant grant program that's coming out, and report back to us so that we can take action. And I'll add also to that if there's time sensitivity to that he request a special call meeting if necessary to do it expeditiously. So we don't want to wait a whole month before we see it again. If there's something that needs action, we need to get this out to our restaurant owners. That'd be part of it. So I need a second.
I'll second.
Assuming, okay, Robbie can second.
And then we'll have, okay, so there's a second from Romy on the table, and now moving to discussion. Any discussion? Alex Castro, you want to say something about, you had a comment?
Oh, no, I didn't even know if I could second that motion since I was, I guess, the subject of it.
That's fine. Yeah, we have a second. So any other discussion? Oh, that's what you were saying, assuming that. Okay, got it. I understand that. All right, then we're going to move to vote on this item. We are appointing Alex as the guy to find out everything he can about this and bring it back to us for review. All in favor?
Hey,
Aye.
Well,
if I can add maybe a suggestion.
Aye.
The FIU Sobe Food and Wine Festival also has a hospitality industry relief fund that they I just ran into it yesterday. Perhaps since Alex is going to be reviewing this other possible grant, he'd like to review this as well. And I'll be happy to share it with him via email through Willie.
One of you guys want to make an amendment? I'll gladly accept that amendment to the motion.
I will so amend.
Okay, so there's an amendment to the motion to add to that the FIU hospitality relief, and I would even add any other restaurant relief or any type of things that you can find, Alex, on that would be great, so that we can take this information and educate our people. So that's the amendment to the motion. I need a second to the amendment to the motion.
I will second.
A second to the amendment to the motion. Any discussion on the amendment to the motion? Okay, wonderful. Voting for the amendment to the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any opposed? Okay, the amendment to the motion passes. Now we're voting on the item, which is was clear, I think, to everybody. We're going to move to vote. Any questions? Okay,
Can we
moving
give
to
him a
vote.
special title, perhaps Czar of special interest groups.
Restaurant
Culinary
Restaurant
culinary czar.
guru.
Culinary czar. Culinary czar. Culinary czar.
RGG. You're the original RGG, Castro. Restaurant Grant
A
Guru.
big fan of food. I'll tell you that. Big fan of
Culinary
food.
czar.
Save the restaurants. Okay, so voting on the item, all in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Any opposed? Seeing none, the motion passes unanimously. Wonderful. Last item, 7F, squeezing through here. Got 2 more minutes. Miami-Dade County does the CARE Act fund. Some $500 million goes to Miami-Dade County from the federal government because all of our municipalities, the 34 municipalities in Miami-Dade County, are too small to have received the funds directly. So it goes to UMSA. The UMSA gets some $500 million, and they say, yeah, we're going to take all of this and just give out $30 million to the towns. And we're like, oh no. And so there's a special meeting for the council that's meeting. The council is going to be meeting on Monday as a special emergency meeting to have a discussion on what they're going to do about that, asking for the county to give them more money. The town manager is working on a project to figure out how that money will be spent. The estimated money, if we get it, would be somewhere around the 2 million, 2 million, 3. That 2 million 3 would have to be spent by the end of 2020. That's a lot of money to spend in a very short matter of time. And I wanted to bring it before the committee, some ideas that I brainstormed with Willie, and also take some more ideas from the committee. Those ideas included Willie had the idea of, you want to talk about your grant idea, Willie?
Yeah, we initially discussed having a community black grant for the restaurants and local business in general, all, at $200,000, $10,000 per grantee. But we thought about maybe increasing it to $400,000 and having 40 opportunities of $10,000 each. That was one discussion. The other one was a marketing campaign, which will include paid ads, videos, promoting the town, getting people here. And I think we allocated between 40 and 50. Is that correct?
$50,000.
$50,000.
Those are 2 ideas that we came up with. I would send 450 of the $2.3 million. What I think we can do is, I know that the town's kind of in a crunch to approve this, but maybe we can do, if you guys are open to it, a CARES Act subcommittee for the economic development. We need to figure out how we can get this money used into and stimulate our economy. I don't think there's anything more important than to create some economic relief, because obviously the life safety of everybody, second to that, it comes the economic needs that are going to be here for a while as a result of this. So would you guys entertain maybe a motion to do a CARES Act subcommittee to just figure out how different ways we can help the town and their staff and with ideas on how to allocate this money for our best interest.
I'd like to make the motion that we establish a subcommittee.
And I'll second it, Mr. Chairman. I'll second that.
Okay. First,
Eddie, I have to mention something. The earliest we can meet is August 17th, and that's going to put us behind the 8 ball with this.
Got it.
We may need, just send me the suggestions that you may have.
Okay.
Okay.
We're pressed for time. Monday, I believe, is a meeting, correct, Eddie?
Monday is a meeting that from my understanding, that the council is going to have with a public meeting to discuss what they're going to do. Among the ideas is to move with the move to do like a joint effort with all the cities in Dade County to take action against the county to get this money that's really is entitled for local government. Shouldn't be going to the county and misappropriated.
Yeah, Eddie, Neil motioned. I think it was Vicente that second. Who seconded the motion?
Yes, there's a first and a second. However, Willie has brought to our attention that if we did a subcommittee meeting, it may be late in the game. We won't be able to do that until August 17th, you said?
Yes, sir. August 17th.
Oh. So motion is.
Well, it's still on the table.
Well,
it's just a matter of fact.
I mean, look.
Well, let me ask a question then, Mr. Chair and other committee members. How if we can't have a subcommittee because of the time constraints, how do we formulate a recommendation from this committee to go to our elected officials, which is the town council, in such a short period of time? I mean, is it possible that, I know we're running late now on the Zoom time, and is it possible to have another meeting or something between now and early next week to formulate at least a recommendation to go to the council? Otherwise, how else would we be able to suggest to the council what we want to do? Other than you say, I think I heard Willie say we could just send in suggestions, but then those suggestions have to be reduced to, a final recommendation, wouldn't they?
Willie,
discussion.
Willie, I don't know how to answer that question. If I'm clear on protocol, as if this body decides that we want to have a meeting, a public meeting, then we ask the town to provide a public meeting. The town saying they don't have the resources to do that until August 17th. Is that right, Willie?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
Correct. That's
Rudy
the
Blanco.
next meeting block.
Rudy Blanco.
Yep.
You have the floor.
No.
Oh, I thought you said something. I'm sorry. I thought I heard you.
Mr. Chairman, this is Steve. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Brino.
What about setting up a relatively nimble subcommittee and having a Zoom meeting relatively soon, discuss ideas, and then come back to you guys with or come back to whoever we need to come back with our recommendations instead of waiting for August 17th.
That's exactly the motion that's on the table, Steve. But the problem is that what I'm hearing from
I
Willie is that
apologize. I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but they don't have the resources to be able to facilitate that. What is it? Timing, scheduling, cost, Willie, all of that? What's the holdup on that?
Well, there's a cost associated every time we meet, because it has to be public. It has to be a public meeting.
Right.
And the cost is $600 to have them. So, and the next block is August 17th.
Okay. Question again. Willie mentioned that he had thought, or there was discussion about grants at a specific amount, a specific number of grants, plus the marketing. I mean, is this something that we need to delve into with super detail, or can we have a brief discussion on that and make a recommendation to go forward, plus the more either the grants or the marketing?
We could have a discussion and vote on, we agree that that's what we should spend the money, at least for now, and send it forward.
Right.
Yes.
At least get it started,
Yeah, but we don't have a lot of time in discussion because it's 4:06 and we need to get off this meeting because there's another meeting coming up now.
At least get it started,
So there's a motion and there's a motion and a second on the floor to have a meeting, but there's information that we can't have that meeting until August 17th. So.
Did I make that motion?
Yes, you did.
Okay, then I want to withdraw the motion then, because it doesn't make sense to go ahead and try to establish a subcommittee meeting with the time constraints that we're facing. So I withdraw the motion with the seconder of the motion, acquiesce and go along with the withdrawal. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, then Mr. Chair, may we just recommend that I know the time is running out. Could we just kind of say that the committee recommends that the town of Miami Lakes pursues all grant opportunities that are out there to assist local businesses, and that if there is those funds, I don't know what the name of it is that you referred
It's
to.
the CARES Act. It's CARES Act.
Oh, okay. Under the CARES Act funds, that the committee would recommend that we would grant or loan $50,000 to X amount of number of businesses that are in the area that are going through hardship or something of that nature. Would that, because that's the only time we don't have any, I mean, the committee has to vote on something today. Is that right?
We don't need to vote on anything. Willie has some recommendations that he was going to take to them. We already outlined what those recommendations are. If you guys feel comfortable with that, we can push that forward. If you think we should we should ask for more or less or whatever, we can move that forward. Willie's going to make those recommendations, I think, with or without our support. With our support, it'll have a little bit more weight, but Willie was charged with coming up. If I'm understanding, staff was the one who's going to come up with these figures. We're just trying to facilitate making that.
Well, then the motion is that we would recommend that we support staff's decision to, well, we recommend, no, how do we support the staff's recommendation for the CARE funds that the final strategy that they come up with. Because you can have conversation as chairperson, you can talk to the staff directly about, what they're going to be presenting. And, but we're just putting it under a motion umbrella that the committee is supportive of the staff recommendation for the CARE funds that the town will be going for. Okay. And then the staff will work out the logistics and the, all of the nuts and bolts of how much would go where and that kind of stuff. Does that make sense, Willie?
No.
Mr. Chair, no?
Here's what I'm going to kind of summarize. What I think I heard you say was, let staff come up with it, and and I think I heard you say, let me just kind of work with staff and come up with something, and you guys are going to support whatever that is. Is that what you just said?
Yes, that's good. That's what.
That's kind of hard to have. I would, as a committee member, I would wonder if you guys want to support a unknown, right? But
Chairman, we can submit those two items, and then the committee can send me other ideas.
Okay.
And all in the suggestion box.
I'll send you another idea.
Yeah, let's all do that. We have the idea of spending the $400,000 in form of a grant, and then $50,000 in marketing. That would be videos and promotional videos about Miami Lakes and the unique stuff about Miami Lakes and the businesses in Miami Lakes. Any other ideas you guys can come up with and send to Willie so he could put it in those recommendations so they can get to council on Monday. That would be great. And if you were so kind with your time to be on that, and public comment, you can public comment about this and how important it is that they really put a fight up to get that money. Because that's federal money that's already allocated. We need to get our fair share of it as a town, and our businesses need it.
Well, I'll support your statement, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
If I may say, please send it to me as soon as possible. Any ideas? Claire still needs to send them tomorrow.
Okay, we gotta have to get off this call. We're overstayed our welcome. I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, seconded by Romy.
I'll second it.
Oh, was seconded by Romy. All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Any opposed? Anybody want to stay in here? All right, good. All right, passed. Thank you to all of you for your time and hard work in this committee, and John for stepping up and doing your thing, and to our awesome staff. Thank you.
All right, gang.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Good to see you, Steve.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
Stay well, Steve.
Hi, Christina.
Hello, Headman. Hello, everybody from YATF that is logging on. Good to see you guys. Or
good to see your names.
Oh, sorry, trying to sign in. I have a new iPad, so I don't even know how to put my name in. Sorry.
No worries. Take your time. That sounded like Nancy.
Yep.
Nancy Matos for the iPad. Okay.
Yeah.
Christina, I'm making you a co-host, so you know more the names that I do. So if you want to rename them, please feel free.
Okay.
And if I can get permission to share my video.
Oh, you have a video?
Me too.
Okay. It's not giving me, I don't think you gave it to me yet. I think you're working on
Okay. There we go. My microphone works now. It didn't want to work before.
Okay, rename. Nancy Matos, got you on there.
Yes. And can I share video?
Ask to start video. I can request that you start it, but I think that's on.
Yep, there you go.
Okay. There we go. Hi.
Hello, hello. I like your hair, Nancy.
Oh my God. Yeah. I had to chop it off.
Okay.
It's actually growing long again.
Love it. I see some phone numbers at the bottom. I don't know if they're from the last meeting or from this one.
I think you can unmute them. The phone, when they call, it's a little bit more challenging because they don't see it. They don't have a button to unclick. They have to press *9 or *6, but you can unmute them.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Somebody raised their hand. 79 raised their hand. Let me unmute you. Hello. Last four digits, 7579.
No, I was trying to see how I can see. And I thought it was *9 to see.
Oh.
This is Juan.
Juan. Okie doke. So I guess I put YTF Juan.
Because I just have the numbers on the phone, but I can't see like
Yeah,
the people in the meeting or the.
If you call in, you won't be able to see, but you could hear us.
Oh, okay, all right. So you can I'll mute myself or mute myself. That's *6. Okay.
Thanks for joining, Juan. The next phone number I see last four digits, 7681.
Hi, this is Daylene.
Hi, Day.
How are you guys?
Good. Is Emily on the same line with you or is she on a different line?
No, she's on a separate line.
Okay, so is she the 1386?
Yes.
Alrighty, thanks, Day.
You're welcome. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Emily. How's it going?
Good, and you?
Good, good. Awesome. Is that anybody? Who do we have? All right, I see we definitely have quorum. The time is 4:16. Manny, is there anyone that RSVP'd that has not signed on yet?
I believe Elika said that she was going to come. Eric Velarde said he was coming, but he's just sent me an email saying that he wouldn't be able to make it. So I think other than Elika, I think that's it.
All right.
And Christina, we are good to go in our platform. So as soon as you guys are ready, we can start the meeting.
Thank you, Herman, grabbing the recorder as the backup. So Tony, I guess whenever you are ready, we can.
If the recorder's on, I am ready. So welcome everybody. How's everybody doing today? All right. So today is 7/29/2020. The time is 4:17 p.m. and this special Zoom version of the Youth Activities Task Force meeting is hereby called to order. If I can get a roll call from our secretary. Do we have our secretary?
Michael is not here, so we'll need someone to assume the role of secretary.
I will call it out. All right, Tony Fernandez, present. Brian Rodriguez.
Present.
Christina Christoph. Not present. Daylene Figueroa.
Present.
Emily Garcia.
Present.
Eric Grass. Present. Nancy Matos.
Present.
Present. Flavia Nunez.
Here.
Present. Elica Quintero. Not present. Jose Quintero. Not present. Ariana Rejas. Present. Excellent. Officer Rodriguez. I think that was a present.
No, present. I guess I'm muted now.
There you go. There we go. Awesome. Dr. Cedeno. I see him on the screen.
Hey, present. Sorry about that.
No, nice to hear from you. And Mr. Valerdi, Mr. Eric Valerdi, not present. All right. Let the record reflect we have quorum, and we will be moving on to public comments. Herman, is there a member of the public on the call that wishes to speak? I don't believe so, and I don't see any on here. All right, public comments is closed. All right, we move on to item 4, the adoption of our minutes. So has every member had the opportunity to review the minutes for our previous meeting? That is the meeting from Wednesday, June 25th.
I'll motion to accept the minutes for the June 25th meeting.
We have a motion by Vice Chair Rodriguez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Nancy Matos. Any further discussion on the matter? Nope. Once, twice. All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Minutes have been adopted. All right. We move on to item 5, our order of business, deferrals, additions, and deletions. Would any of our members like to add, move, or delete any items from today's agenda? All right. Seeing none, we shall move on to item 6. Much more exciting topic, movies in the park update. So our first movies in the parking lot installment was in my opinion a huge success. It was lots of fun. It was very well received. We had tons and tons of very positive feedback at the end of the movie. Obviously little tips and tricks that we can learn and build on and use to improve our next event. But all in all, an absolute success. I want to thank both Vice Chair Rodriguez and committee member Eric Grass for joining us. And I know there were a few others that tried to join us and weren't able to make it. So, but I wanted to recognize those that were able to. And really, I think it was a success, and the overriding feedback at the end of it was, thank you so much for doing this. This was a great event. When is the next one, right?
I'm in a meeting here.
When is the next one is the best, the best form of positive feedback I think we can expect. And so, on that vein, we had discussed at our previous meeting, potentially using the remainder of our funds to fund the second installment of Movies at the Park. Christina, can you run us through the finances and where we are, and if we are or are not able to do that at this time?
So the committee did discuss moving the funds from the current line items that do have enough money. Just that needs to go before council. So that could be done on August 18th by the chair in the public comments. But the committee did approve enough money to run a second movie.
Okay. All right, excellent. And we have spoken to our movie vendor in regards to their availability. And Manny, correct me if I'm wrong. Their next available date would be August 28th.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so August 28th would be just under a month from now, which would give us ample time to put it out there and to be able to get all the logistics squared away. Mr. Martinez, what options for movies did they offer?
We're still waiting to hear back. I don't know. I think Christina sent out an email just a little bit ago, but we were just getting in contact with them because we initially, which I think I mentioned to you, we got a date of the 7th or the 14th, and they were getting back those movies. But obviously now that we changed it, we're still waiting to hear back their top 3 movies for the 28th. So as soon as I get that, I'll definitely send it out to everybody.
Understood. Much appreciated. So I guess before us today would be it'd be proper to entertain a motion to see if we would like to go ahead with that second movie and scheduling it for that date. And I will entertain any motions at this time.
I'll do it, I guess. I'll make a motion to have another movies in the parking lot for August 28th. And I want to change the name to Movies in the Parking Lot for right now. That's part of my motion.
Awesome. Any do we have a second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez, I do not know. I have been taking notes thus far, but I do not know if you are able to fill in for our secretary the rest of the way.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me pull it up and then I can do it for you.
Thank you.
And Tony, I actually just got back the email. So she was letting me know that newer releases aren't available really at this time. So they went for more like a classic movies. So the movies that she gave me were Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Princess Bride, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, or any of the classic Spider-Man, Superman movies.
Decisions.
Yeah, she said that. I mean, the classic movies are a little bit more popular with the drive-in events and stuff like that. So,
right, it feeds into the the whole retro
nostalgia.
I could see that. do we also do we want to move forward and select the movie now, or do we want to
define classic Superman and Spider-Man? Because what pulled the audience that you pulled, I guess, was a lot of kids, a lot of family friendly. I'm just curious because, I'm just an overall geek. I'm just curious what those titles were.
Yeah, I would have to clarify that. I mean, I guess classic is relative for different people.
Yeah.
So I can clarify exactly which ones, specific ones she means. I mean, I would assume maybe the ones from the early 2000s. I don't know if that's considered classic, but.
God, I feel old. Okay, yeah.
I don't like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I feel like that's a movie that I'd watch in school. It needs something like more exciting. I watched that like 50 times in high school, so.
I think it's also very teen friendly, less kid friendly.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should try to
I mean,
find.
I love it. It's my husband's favorite movie, but I also know my son is 7 and we're not watching that one yet.
I agree. I think we should try to find something that's going to hit all of our demographics. The younger ones as well. That's really the beauty of the drive-in movie is it's a family event, right? So.
What was it besides Raiders of the Lost Ark, and what was the other option? I'm sorry.
It was Princess Bride.
As you wish. Okay. That hits all the feels. That's kind of. I think I would like to hear what the other committees members would think about that.
I agree, Flavia. What do you what do you think we should do?
1 second through the chair to recognize Aleka Quintero joined the meeting.
Hi, Aleka. Yeah, I see you on the screen. Are you?
Hi, sorry. I was trying to log in, but I didn't understand what through the phone meant. But I finally got it through an iPad.
Got it. Awesome. Thank you for joining us, and I will have the record reflect that you have joined the meeting. All right, so back on to Flavia. Thank you, Vice Chair. So Flavia, what are you thinking?
I've never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but I have seen The Princess Bride, and I really like it, so I'd go for that one.
But isn't The Princess Bride like more of a little girl movie? I'm guessing. So would it really be good for everyone?
It has humor for all. Yeah.
I mean, The Princess Bride is a story that a grandfather tells his grandson at the beginning. So, yeah, I guess I know what you mean, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm just saying it so it's kind of even for everyone to watch. So, like, there's different movies out there.
I mean,
like,
was Spider-Man an option?
Yes, but which one? We haven't decided which one.
Classic.
So that might be more Tobey Maguire, not necessarily Tom Holland. So just
It would be anyone that basically was released in 2019 or before. It's just not the more recent ones that are like 2020.
So I was never a fan, but I think it'll pull a lot of people, even if it's the original one.
There is one that was released in 2018, the Versus one. I don't know if anybody's seen it. I actually watched it.
Into the Spider-Verse? Oh, yeah.
It's a good one.
Yes, please. Yeah. If that's an option.
Yes, Spider-Man.
You know, you could see it on Netflix. It's
right. What is the what is the parental rating on that?
That one's about PG. That's animated, yeah.
Okay.
The others are more PG-13.
Got it. Miss Emily Garcia, talk to us about movies.
Yeah, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that will call a lot of attention from the little kids. As much as I love Ferris Bueller and all the 80s movies, that's not going to get the little kids.
Okay. All right. I think we have we have sufficient
one more thing.
Mr. Martinez to find out what movies we have. So we have a motion and we have a second on the floor. to have the movie. I think Mr. Martinez would have to come back unless there's anybody else that wants to chime in.
Through the chair, looking at our agenda from last meeting, we also voted on maybe incorporating giving out ice cream during this movie.
Correct. I also so I'll chime in. I also think that was with the expectation of being able to do it at least during National Ice Cream Month.
Gotcha.
I think we're gonna be August 28th. I don't really see it connecting or resonating. I think we should move on from that idea. My personal.
I completely agree.
All right. Anybody else? Ariana, Eric.
I think I remember last meeting I said that we should totally keep both events separate because it might cause like a little bit of commotion. Also, this month is the annual ice cream day thing, so I agree on that. And I mean, I remember when I went to watch the Into the Spider-Verse a couple of years ago. I remember seeing people of all ages. Like they were like, I remember meeting this old couple, and they were on a date together. Can you imagine? That was so cute. There are kids. They had their grandchildren. There's even adults, probably like 20, 25, around that age. Everyone loves Spider-Man, so I mean, yeah, I love like the good old movies, but I think I like Spider-Man more. More people will enjoy it.
All right, so I would definitely say, based on the feedback from the committee, Mr. Martinez, if we can lock that particular Spider-Man movie, that would be the best. If that one's not available, then maybe start going back chronologically until you find one that they can do, right?
Email is already sent.
Awesome. I appreciate your efficiency. All right. We have a motion and a second on the floor to approve an installment of Movies at the Park on August 28th. With there was one other condition, changing the name to Movies at the Park. And I believe that was it. Or Brian, did you add another clause to that motion?
No, that was the motion.
All right, excellent.
Unless you want to add the movie that we're choosing.
Yep, you feel free to amend your motion.
So I'll amend my motion to add having the movie be Spider-Man. Which one was it again?
Well,
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse would be the preference, but if that's not available, then kind of keep going back chronologically until you find one that works.
Got it.
All right. Seeing no further discussion on this issue, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. All right, very well. We shall move on. Yes.
Who seconded it again for me?
Miss Nancy Matos.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. Moving on to item 7, budget request to council. So the last time we went to council, we went to council for their sign off and their blessing on our idea. We kind of did so before our committee meeting really solidified us putting the event on. So now, just as a matter of housekeeping, we have to go back in front of council and formally request that the monies be reallocated between our different line items. And so that request, I believe I've already turned in that request, and we have that documentation. So it would just be a matter of the chair presenting it ahead of the council meeting, the next council meeting. All right. Any questions on that? Any questions on the budget or the request? And that would more than likely be our last event of the fiscal year, because that would pretty much wipe us out of any funds that we have available. All right, moving on to announcements. What exciting announcements do we have from our committee members? I think Miss Nancy Matos is itching and ready to go.
Well, just one quick thing is that the library is giving out masks for free. So if you have anybody who has a need for masks or just, wants an extra to supplement, currently we ran out of the fabric ones, but we do have still a surgical mask, and they've been giving out like 5 per person. So just come in, ask for the mask, they'll just hand it to you. And, you don't have to have a library card. You just come in and just pick it up. Okay, that's it.
Excellent.
Oh, I have to say while supplies last, because.
Oh, yes, very important. Very important. Vice Chair Rodriguez.
Oh, it's a delight. First thing, before I go on my rant, I am officially graduating from FIU with my bachelor's next semester. So
congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, and now my rant. The census is still going on, so please remember to fill out your census and send it in so everyone can be accounted properly, as well as giving us the opportunity to give money to the communities that may need it more, as well as ourselves to improve our community. Also, if you're over the age of 18 and interested in working, the census is hiring people over the age of 18, very flexible hours, and probably the best pay I've ever seen for young people. So if you guys are interested, you could visit 2020census.gov/jobs, and it takes about 10 minutes to apply for a job with the census. That's it.
Thank you for your public service announcement there.
Tony, I just wanted to mention something real quick, actually. Going back just to the budget really quickly. I know you guys passed a motion about moving the line items that you guys had that were in the budget, but you guys also have to pass a motion for the revenues, the revenues account that you guys have, to change the revenues to budget as well, so you guys can actually use the revenues that you've got from all of the events that you hosted and the sponsors and things like that, so you can actually use it in the budget.
Got it. And do we have is that carried over from all of our other events or just from our previous event?
So it's actually like any funds that we have fundraised for, any funds, it's all one
account
bank that it goes into, the revenues account. So it's all in the same place. So in order to use those funds for a specific event, we have to request for council to actually amend our budget to transfer those
appropriate those funds.
Got it. Do we have a total of what those funds are?
No, but if you just request to move all of our sponsorship and revenue dollars into the actual budget, it'll cover all of that. I'd rather not say a dollar amount and then be off by a penny and then have to redo it. So
got it. And we would be moving that into the movies in the park line item, correct?
Not into the line item, into the budget, into our expenditure budget.
Got it. Got it. Understood. I will entertain a motion to do just that.
Can you repeat your motion slowly to me?
No. I'm waiting for somebody to make it for
second.
You. Okay. Well, no. There's no motion.
You want to entertain it? No. Okay.
I will propose it then. Let's make it. Let's make that easier. So I propose that we I propose that we move all of our funds that were generated, all of our revenue funds that were generated through fundraising and sponsorships into our committee's expenditure budget.
Seconded.
All right, we have a motion made by me, seconded by committee member Matos. Any further discussion on this matter? 3, 2, 1. All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Now that
Aye.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Motion motion passes. All
And
right,
now
so
repeat it to me one more time because it was too fast.
Right. So I proposed to move all of the available funds that we have in our revenue account that we're getting through sponsorships and fundraising into our expenditure allocation.
Got it.
All right. Let me know when you're done, Brian.
Almost.
All right, Ariana, do you have any updates for us?
I'll be attending this upcoming fall. Half of my classes are online. The other half are in person. Cookings. I'm pretty excited, people have been telling me like, oh, go to office hours, all these tips and tricks. But I guess going to SAS and like having that previous college experience has also like really helped me. But overall, I'm pretty excited.
Mr. Chair, if I may, that last motion is not valid because it is a money or a financial vote, and it has to be voted by all adult members in the committee.
Okay, good point. Good point, Mr. Vice Chair. Let us let's revisit that motion, and we will call the roll of adults present. I do believe since it was unanimous, it would not be an issue. But let us do so. Yeah, let us do so as an abundance of caution. All right. On the previous motion to approve the moving of funds from our revenue account into our expenditure account, signify aye if you approve. Tony Fernandez, yes. Brian Rodriguez,
yes.
Michael Torino's not present. Christina Christoph's not present. Daylene Figueroa Garcia.
Yes.
Emily Garcia.
Yes.
Nancy Matos.
Yes.
Ariana, how old are you?
17.
All right. Soon.
Very soon, yeah.
Very soon. Officer Rodriguez.
Yes.
All right. And Dr. Cedeno.
Nothing.
Dr. Cedeno's audio is connecting. We will excuse Dr. Cedeno. We still motion passes.
Got it.
All right, back onto announcements. Mr. Eric Grass.
Yes, sir. I'm not graduating or anything. I'm just going into my senior year, so
that's exciting too.
Yeah, it's exciting. We're gonna start classes the 31st. So, August.
All right. Miss Flav. Oh, yep. Thank you, Mr. Grass. Miss Flavia Nunez.
Hi. So, nothing new. Just gonna start a new school my junior year. I'm gonna go to SAS, the school Ariana went to. So that's cool, but nothing that interesting. I mean, not that SAS is not interesting, because it is. I mean, not like, like not going into college or senior year type of interesting.
Oh, I think Ariana just unmuted herself. I think she's about to, as an alumni, I think she's about to take issue with that.
No, it's okay. It's fun. Just
I'm really excited.
brace yourself.
Excellent. Dr. Cedeño's audio is still not connected. Miss Emily Garcia.
I will be graduating this Sunday from my bachelor's, and then I will be starting my master's in the fall.
Yay! Awesome.
Awesome.
Exciting.
Congrats.
Exciting.
Thank you.
Miss Daylene Garcia.
Hi, everyone. Just here, catching up on a lot of work that we're doing, and just wishing everyone a great summer. I hope you guys are keeping safe. And another thing, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for the ones that graduated and the ones that are graduating, especially my Emily Garcia. I have to say it, but thank you guys.
Thank you. Officer Juan Rodriguez, any announcements for us?
No announcements.
All right. So, I will.
I'm sorry. Can I say one more announcement? I'm sorry. I just want to forgot.
Yes, of course.
The early voting for the mayor and the county, that starts next Monday. We're not an early voting site, but we're an election site on the 18th. But just so you know, the early voting starts on Monday for 2 weeks. Very important.
Very important. And that's actually a good segue to my announcement. Yes. So as many of you know, I am running for Miami Lakes Council seat 1, and we are officially in the qualifying period. I will be qualifying tomorrow, which means that tonight I will be submitting my resignation as a member of this committee as per the rule. So I will be leaving you guys. It is definitely bittersweet for me. I've formed many friendships on this committee that will continue way beyond my tenure on here. I will always be available to you guys. I will always be your biggest fan and your biggest ally in the work that you do and the very hard work that everybody on this committee does to enrich the life of our youth. So with that said, this will be my last meeting. My last meeting as chair and my last meeting as a member. I leave you. So as per rule, our vice chair, Mr. Vice Chair Brian Rodriguez, will become interim chair, and you will have an opportunity to decide if you'd like to make that permanent at the next meeting. So with that being said, I want to thank all of you. I particularly want to thank Christina for all of your hard work. And Manny's our newest addition. But it's been my pleasure to work with you guys for what does not seem like almost 3 years, but it is. And just thank you guys. And if there's absolutely anything I can ever do, you can count on me. Just reach out, and I'll be there for you. So with that said,
well, before we log off, Tony, I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for this committee, the hours, the time that you've spent, and as well as being a sponsor. You've done so much for this committee just by being present and just serving the town of Miami Lakes. So I just want to thank you for making this so easy and enjoyable and so much fun. Always had great puns to go with different things. So we're definitely going to miss you. and just thank you again.
Thank you, Christina. And with that, unless anybody else has any announcements,
I would like to say something.
go ahead.
This is Dating over here.
Go ahead, Dating.
I just want to say, Tony, we truly, truly are going to miss you. You are not just a friend, but you are a kind-hearted person, so giving. And there's so many words that I would like to say right now, but it's a little bit difficult. We're truly gonna miss you, and we wish you the best of luck in everything. We know you are gonna win because we're gonna be cheering for you, and because we have your back, and we truly support you. You definitely deserve what you have, and I know you're gonna make it far. But definitely, we thank you for everything you've done for this committee. The work has been amazing. It's just, you're just an amazing person. Thank you so much, truly, from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you.
Through the chair, as vice chair and one of the not older members, but longer members have been on this committee, as well as Juan. I'm sure Juan could agree with us or agree with me on this. When you joined our committee and became our chair, I could tell you 100% our committee made a 180 turn and it got a whole lot better. And I do thank you for that and making impact on Miami Lakes with our committee as a committee.
Thank you, Brian. All right. So this is with bated breath. Motion to adjourn this meeting for the last time.
I'll second.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye. I will see you all very soon.
Don't go.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Christina.
Stay safe, guys.
In about 2 seconds.
Bye.
Thanks, Brian.
No problem. Bye, guys.
Bye.
So I'm cranking.
Hello. How are you?
Doing well, Clarissa. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hey, did you get the last email I sent you about the minutes? I don't see the minutes.
They were part of the agenda that I sent in a separate email. It was a link. The agenda was.
Isa, what is this connected to? Oh my.
The minutes. Espérate.
Hey, Mario.
The minutes were part of the agenda that came directly from the town clerk's office. Did you see them?
Yes, I see them now. I should have kept scrolling.
Hello?
Hey.
Good afternoon. I have a phone number ending in 7681. Who's this?
Hi, this is Daylene Garcia and Emily Garcia. We're both members.
Perfect. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're muted, Mario. Muted.
Jackie had an emergency with her family. Somebody passed away, and she will not be attending today's meeting, Hector.
Yeah, I got it.
So you have quorum. You may begin, it's 5:30. You may begin at whenever you want.
All right. So, Emily, you ready? Emily.
Hello?
So you're ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You're the one taking the notes, so you need to be ready. All right, guys. So we're going to call the meeting to order at 5:34 p.m. So as far as the
ready?
As far as the agenda goes, because I'm in the minutes. So we need to do the roll call. Emily?
Okay. Hector Abad?
Present.
Daylene Garcia? Present. Emily Garcia, present. Mario Pineda?
I see Mario's face. He's muted. Oh, actually.
Okay, this is Jessica, but I'm on the phone. I don't have a link to go online.
It was in the email, I believe.
I know, and I'm trying to get to the email, and it doesn't give me the link. I don't know why.
Do you have the Zoom app?
Yes.
If you would just dial 666-475-152, and it'll log you back into through the app.
Okay, I'm gonna continue.
Sure.
Mario's here, right?
We seem to have lost Mario. I don't know why.
He's rejoining. I see.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God, ignore that.
Yeah,
Jessica's here. Okay.
you call Kevin?
No, not yet. I was calling Jessica. Yes, I'm here. And then Jackie's absent, and then Kevin Mackey.
Present.
Okay, we have quorum.
All right, so I mean, make sure you document that Jackie's absence is excused.
Already did.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go on. So we have additions, deletions, deferrals. I'm assuming you all got the agenda. It came attached to the email for the meeting. So I just wanted to add under 6B, the mayor's hosting a back to school event. And I wanted us to discuss it in this meeting if possible. So I wanted to add that as 6B. So I need a motion to add that and somebody to second it.
I second, Jaylene.
Somebody has to make the motion.
I motion to add to the agenda the back to school event for 6B.
Somebody second it.
I second that motion.
All right, Kevin seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm assuming that Jessica and Mario are muted. I'm assuming that they're.
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. So we added that. So we go on to public comments. Do we have any public comments? Clarissa, do you see anything or?
I don't see any public
comment. Nobody in the public. Gotcha. Well, we're going fast today, which is good. So let's review, take a minute to review and approve the minutes from our last meeting. Again, they were also attached into the email. And it was the May 21st minutes. So when you guys have read it, somebody please make a motion to approve them. Mario, you seem like you want to talk, but you're muted.
I move to approve the minutes of May 21st.
I second the motion.
Has everybody read them or?
Yes, I had reread them.
Okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
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 There you go. Kevin is multitasking. I like it. I like it. Oh, that's good, man. You gotta adapt and adjust.
Amen.
On to new business, guys. Graham's company scholarships. I believe Claricel a few days ago sent us all 8 applications.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you've all had a chance to review them. I will say, I know we have to do 2 applications. Clarissa, correct me if I'm wrong. These are merit-based, not based on financial need, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't know. I mean, again, you know, we do have some very strong candidates. It is very difficult. I noticed that a couple of kids did not do the transcripts, but with everything that's going on, you know, I personally did not try to penalize anybody because of that. So in this part of the meeting, sorry?
Sorry to interrupt. I need to be excused from this part. Do I come back in or what do I do?
Well, you just don't vote, right?
No, how does it work, Clarissa?
Clarissa,
Yeah,
she has to excuse herself.
You have to recuse yourself and then just shut off your screen, and then we'll call you when.
Okay,
when
just send me a message.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So Claire is sending her a message to send back in, right? Because I think she left altogether.
Yeah.
So guys, in the past, I know it's a pretty new board. I mean, did everybody get a chance to read them?
Yes.
Yes.
Devin, you read. Emily, Dane. You guys read the applications
Yes.
already?
Yes, yes.
So in
Yes.
the past, what we did is we took a vote on the top ones that we thought. I believe Clarisol used to keep a tally. Are we gonna be doing it the same way, Clarisol?
I think we need to figure out how to best do it since we're doing virtually.
Right. So what we did last year is that we all voted for our top 2 or top 3, I believe. And if I'm not mistaken, you kept the tally, and the top 2 who got the highest votes are the ones we awarded the scholarships.
Okay.
And now the only thing is that actually Jackie's not here either. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people voting. Yeah, we picked the top 2. I think that would probably give us, the 2 top. So what I would ask is that Emily, if you want to call names out, and people can vote on their top 2.
And we're going by the number of.
Okay, ready?
On the number of the application.
Okay.
How it came out. So it was a PDF 1, PDF 2. That's how it came to us.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, Emmy.
Okay, Hector?
Oh, you have to start with me. All right. So I would say 2 and 3 were the top 2 for me.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Now it's gonna seem like I'm copying you, Hector.
Oh, that's okay. Listen, you can.
I wish I would have gone first.
I wish it would have gone first too.
But great minds think alike, right?
There you go, man. Go ahead, Emmy.
Okay, so then Kevin, you want 2 and 3 as well?
I do. I think they were clear cut. Clear cut.
Okay, perfect. Daleen?
I will follow along the gentleman with 2 and 3.
Mario?
Actually, my first was 2 and my second choice was 7.
Okay. And then for myself, it was 2 and 1.
1 was very good. So do we have?
Yes.
Do we have 2 there, Clarissa, with that?
So we definitely have number 2 as a top contender. And we have 3 votes for number 3, 1 vote for number 7, and 1 vote for number 1.
So it's 2 and 3 then, right?
2 and 3 it is.
The 2 who got the highest votes.
Yep.
Okay, I guess we can. And let me tell you, that was painless. I like it. I like it. You guys did your homework. You read beforehand. You didn't have to spend an hour reading applications.
I agree. It was very difficult.
Yeah, it was hard. Let me tell you. I was torn between 5 of them, and I kept going back and forth. But these 2 did deserve it, and they seem to be the most complete, actually. So how are we gonna bring Jessica back in then?
I'll send her a text message.
This might be a record meeting. Yeah. 15 minutes.
So it is official that we start school online?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And 31st.
Backed up a week and we started online. We reassess at the end of September. I know you're dying for your son to get back into that building. October 5th, buddy, hopefully.
Hector, have you heard?
Sorry, Hector, have you heard anything? Why did they choose only to back it up 1 week? Is it because of that executive order from the governor that they had to start in August?
To be honest with you, I was just watching the board meeting before we came in. That's all the information I have.
Okay.
I mean, I know they're going to reassess at September 30th, hoping to get kids back in the building October 5th. That's all I've heard. Jessica, welcome back. You can unmute yourself.
You're muted.
Okay, I'm unmuted. There we go.
Okay.
All
nice
right.
background, by the way. I wish I knew how to do that. So we go on to...
My son did it.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why my son's account is on my phone, but he did it. I have no idea.
Okay. So we're on to 6B then. So
before I think just for record purposes, I need to read the names of the winners, because since it was all blacked out when you received the applications, you really don't know who was participating and who had submitted an application. So number 2 is Javier Pedras Mena. Javier attended or graduated from Barbara Goldman Senior High and will be attending the University of Florida in the fall. So he's a recipient of the scholarship. And we have number 3, Kaylee Mendoza, who graduated from Archbishop McCarthy and will be attending the University of Miami. So congrats to Javier.
Well, I don't say anything to anybody until you guys say something. Right?
I think for me to, what do you mean say something?
No. Like I won't say anything until officially it comes out.
Yeah, we will be sending the recipients of the scholarship an email and instructions on how to reach out to the grant companies on.
That's right. Because there's no presentation this year, right?
Correct.
Right. And can I ask you a question? Some of these kids I know are leaving, even though they're doing online, because I know that there's Javier. I know he might be leaving. I'm not sure.
He was attending University of Florida, so yeah.
Oh yeah. So I think University of Florida is all online, but I know that some of Kaylee's friends are leaving. I believe it's in a week or 2, and they're going to be doing it from the dorms up there.
I mean, our part was done, Jessica. It was to read, to take a vote. Now it's up to the kids to connect with the grant companies. We can.
Right. And they just send them and they'll send them the scholarship. Okay.
So we can move on to 6B now, Claricel? You okay with that?
Yes.
So 6B. So last year, the mayor decided to do a back to school event, and we call the Beyblade Challenge. So with all these things going on, obviously we cannot hold an indoor event. So he has requested, or he wants to do an event, which is basically to give backpacks and school supplies to kids. He has asked the EAB to partner up with them. I would like for Daylene to explain that a little bit more, because my understanding is that the Giving Gators will be the ones supplying the book bags. And I could be wrong, Daylene, correct me if I'm wrong. But you obviously have more information about that since you're part of the Giving Gators.
Yes, that is correct. The mayor reached out to myself and a couple of members in the community because he wanted to host a back to school event. It's still in the works. Pretty soon they will be posting or showing the flyer and all the information. My understanding is that it will be hosted on August 15th at the town hall in the parking lot area. It's going to be a drive-through event, and our part as the EAB is to co-host and provide information of flyers and also volunteer and so, because we are part of the Education Advisory Board. I don't know if I can give more information, but I know it's a back to school event where they're going to be giving backpacks, school supplies, and other, I think, masks and so on. And it's going to be done through Eventbrite as well, where the parents are going to sign up their kids, and they're going to drive in and just open, similar to the food drive backpacks will be placed in their trunks and other whatever other goodies they're going to be giving out. So we were asked to just simply help promote and be part of the event.
If there's any questions, any observations, any comments?
What will you guys be needing from us? Or what will this event be needing from our board? Besides our volunteer hours, like to actually go and volunteer.
So obviously, if we can sponsor it, or we if we're part of it, obviously it would be to help out hand out the book bags, put the book bags in the, mainly the volunteering.
And also give out the brochures for the Dolly Partner Library, anything that we can provide for, promotes education on our behalf.
What about if we reach out to maybe online tutors? Because I know some parents are going to need some of that. Or I know some parents in the summertime have asked me if there was any tutors that can do one-on-one, like at parks or
that would be great. That would be great.
So I think many parents are going to need some support because there are a lot of parents that don't know the material and don't have the patience to actually sit there with the children and do the work.
Exactly. So, that would be great. And they were also mentioning mental health awareness information. They were mentioning, what was the other thing? Tutoring, the library, the YMCA. So all of that is going to go in. It's a whole combination of.
You definitely need some technical support in the sense of we're going to start online, and some of these kids in their computers are not up to date or up to speed for them to go back to school online, especially with viruses and things like that. So maybe having someone there that could maybe suggest where to take them or what to get those computers.
Now remember, Mario, this is contactless. We're not going to be interacting, right? It's a drive-by.
Like I said, just some information for the parents where they could do some IT work for those computers. Because I know some parents were now going back to online. They're going to have issues with that.
Maybe we can get like the tutors that we know, that maybe private tutors that might give us business cards or flyers. Maybe the IT person can also give us flyers. Can we put all that in the backpacks?
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
And have that ready for the parents, like to have some sort of a resources that they can use in case they need them.
Correct.
So whatever resources you will be able to gather, if you want to, if you let me know, I can pick them up and take them and make sure it goes into the book bag.
When are the book bags being put together? And when is this drive-by? Again, I missed the dates.
Okay, so the drive-by would be August 15.
15,
That's a Saturday morning. And then the actual backpacks will be put together on Friday, August 7th at Town Hall. But the space is very limited, and because we have to, do the social distancing, we will be asking for volunteers, but it's very limited. That would be done through Eventbrite as well, the registration for volunteers.
Okay, so then for distribution on the 15th, we will. You do need all of us, obviously, because we're sponsoring this. Correct?
You are co-hosting.
Co-hosting, okay. And you said 8 a.m. on the 15th?
On the 15th, they will require the volunteers to be there at 8. The event should begin at 10 because they want the cars to line up and so on.
Okay, I just want to, I'm trying to put this in my calendar just in case.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that we should be having a meeting and discuss a little bit more about this on the 3rd, which is August 3rd, and then so on.
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions? Any other
concerns? I guess all flyers, anything they wish to put inside the backpack should be provided before the 7th, so Friday the 7th.
Before the 7th, okay.
So if there's anything any of you wants to add to the backpacks,
by the 7th.
We're talking about a week, maybe a week, 10 days, whatever. So try to gather it now
Right.
Any other questions related to the events? Any concerns? Any suggestions? Right. So being that I hear none, can we have a motion then to, because we have to take I guess, a vote to approve us co-hosting?
Do we have to? Okay.
You know me, I like motions and seconds.
Yes.
And there you go. Anybody who wants to make the motion?
A motion for the EAB to co-host the back to school event with the Giving Gators and the town of Miami-Dade.
The mayor's office.
I second.
So I want to be clear. It's the EAB, the Giving Gators, and the mayor's office. I don't think it's a town event, is it, Claricel?
It's through the mayor's office.
I think by virtue of it being together with Education Advisory Board, it's a town event.
It is a town event. Okay.
You all serve
the town
of Miami-Dade, yeah.
So you worded it correctly. So Mario made the motion. Who seconded?
Emily.
Emily seconded. So all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. I didn't hear Mario, but that's good. So guys, again, it would be great if we were all to be there. I know emergencies do come up, and life goes on. I know some people are going on vacation. I don't know if it impacts any of those dates.
No, I'll be here the 15th. The 7th, I'm not here, but the 15th, I'll be here.
Okay. All right, so it'd be great if we were all there. So do we have anything else? Because that will be the last, I believe, last item on the agenda. Anything else you guys want to discuss?
We received a video message from a student who was planning on attending this meeting, but had to, she had a conflict. So I'm gonna share my screen because I asked her to send in the video in lieu of attending the meeting live. So if you could just give me a second.
So for Emily's purpose of keeping track, this falls what, under public comments or?
Public comment, yeah. So if you could make a motion to open public comments, that way we keep the
Guys, anybody wants to make a motion to reopen public comments?
A motion to open public comments back up.
Any seconds? Jessica seems to be talking, but I can't hear her.
I second, Aileen.
Okay, Aileen second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Go ahead,
I'm
Clarence.
sorry, who made the motion?
Mario made the motion.
Clary, there is just one thing, Clary. If you're gonna share your screen, there is a little checkbox on the left that shares the sound of your computer in case that has a sound. That's the only
it
thing
does
when you
have
share
sound.
Okay, so when you go outside, you're gonna see a little box on the left that says allow my computer sound or something like that.
Share computer sound. Got it.
There we go.
Thank you. Okay, do all of you see Alexa?
Yes.
I see somebody. I don't know who.
Hello. Thank you so much
I can talk
the
now.
opportunity to speak with you today in regards to my program, Conflict Management via Shakespeare and Chess. I am Alexa Darnaby, a high school junior at the School for Advanced Studies, housed at MDC North. I am extremely passionate about both chess and literature. I have been playing chess since I was 4 years old and teaching the game at my local library since I was 12. Additionally, I adore literary pursuits of all sorts and even published my first novel over this past summer. Conflict Management via Shakespeare and Chess is an online course through Google Classroom designed to encourage learning for students of all skill levels. Students between the ages of 7 and 13 can sign up for this entirely free course. Beginning the week of August 16th, I will post 2 weekly lessons, one on chess and another on a Shakespearean play. These will consist of chess strategies and a small youth-friendly excerpt of the literature that is being discussed. Additionally, I will post 2 videos a month in order to allow students to further comprehend the topic. At the end of each month, I will host a Zoom meeting where students will be able to interact with each other and discuss topics in a friendly environment. In doing so, the children will develop many vital life skills. Specifically, the course will focus on developing conflict management skills needed to deal with daily stressors. Additionally, it will promote critical thinking skills that are fundamental to success in schooling, specifically in topics of mathematics and science. They will also learn how to communicate their thoughts and ideas, both verbally and in writing. In order to sign up, students can go to Google Classroom using the link classroom.google.com and type the sign-up code. I have attached a flyer with the specific code to access the class. Alternatively, they can email me at addarnaby@gmail.com and I will send them a personalized sign-up link. The course is designed so that students can work at their own pace. I will begin posting content on August 16th. However, the program allows students to join at any time. Since the videos are archived, they will be able to review any past information and then join us at our current lesson. Thank you so much for your time. I am extremely excited to embark on this endeavor. If you would please consider sharing this opportunity with the families throughout Miami Lakes. I am available at any time to provide any additional information if need be. Once again, I appreciate your time and assistance. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, you saw the video. Do we need to make that an agenda item, Clarissa, or we don't need to do that, right?
If you want to discuss it and support her, yes.
All right, guys. So again, I'm gonna make a motion that we make that item 6C. So that would go. That will be the next item up. So I guess I made a motion. I don't like making motions, but can somebody second the motion?
Okay, I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So guys, it's up for discussion. You heard what she had to say. So I believe she's proposing an online course, if I understood correctly.
That's right. At no cost.
At no cost, which is important. You know, nothing can have a cost these days. What do you guys think about it?
It's fun extracurricular activity for the kids to do, especially since they don't have the actual brick and mortar to be at with the chess, which I know Bob Graham had a chess club. It's nice for the kids to be able to log in and take these classes for free. So really what she wants from us is just to promote.
Right. That's what I heard. That's what I understood.
Right.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, she's talking about conflict resolution and things like that through chess and through literature. You know, this actually reminds me of our mathnasium, not mathnasium, math competition we're gonna do. And obviously this happened and we never were able to do it, but it's similar. I actually like her idea. And if it's not gonna cost the town anything, it's, you know, I would be in support of it. Anybody else?
I'm definitely in favor. It's free. It's something for the kids to do. The chess idea is something great. They learn strategies, and parents are always looking for something to do. So I think it would be a great idea.
Yeah. Kevin, you want to say anything or?
No, I think I'm okay, Hector. Yeah, I concur what Mario said earlier about the chess. Yeah, but no. I have to give it a little more further thought.
Okay. Day and Emily.
I agree, especially if it's, again, not costing anything and it's for educational purposes. I think it's a great idea.
Emily, you want to add anything or you're good?
I agree. It's a great idea.
The Clarence, just to be on the same page, all she's asking is for us to basically promote the event, right?
That's correct.
So in the past, I recall, again, when we're doing the math competition, we had to go in front of town council and ask, is it similar, I'm assuming?
Yes.
So we'd have to come at the next council meeting and present.
Correct. There is an opportunity at the, I believe there's a special call meeting on Monday, and there may be an opportunity. Yes, there may be an opportunity. If not, April 17th or oh my goodness, April. August. I'm still in March. August 18th is the next council meeting, but that would push us after her classes begin. She mentioned that her classes will begin August 16th.
I'm okay with Monday if we can do it. So
let me double check with the town clerk's office to make sure that we can jump in on that a special call meeting, and I'll report back to you, Hector. If not, then we'll wait until the regular meeting in August.
Okay. So guys, I guess I'm having issue with the internet. I don't know. So I guess we need a motion to support or endorse this idea. Anybody would like to make that motion? Did we lose everybody? Or did you lose me?
No, I see you.
No, you didn't lose everybody.
It's funny because you're all blacked out here, man. It's all, I don't see nobody's faces. There you go, Mario, man.
Poor Hector's like, I lost everybody.
No, but you know, my computer's saying unstable internet, so I thought it could be me. I don't know. So Mario, how about you making the motion since you like
What was the name of the program?
Conflict management via Shakespeare and chess.
I make a motion to, I guess, support conflict management via chess and Shakespeare.
Can somebody second it?
I second, Daylene.
I know we lost Jessica along the way because I don't see her here anymore. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Mario, you're quick in writing.
I don't know. I don't know what Mario's doing over there, but
Mario got that name so fast.
all right, guys. So, anything else that you guys want to add? Because other than that, we're done. You guys are good. Nothing else.
Nothing
so
else.
Emily, 6:09. Can we call it?
Yes.
So
Hey, I'm sorry. Before.
Oh, here we go.
I think we all need Cuban coffee.
Yes. There was an item on the agenda at, I believe it's either the it was the June council meeting. Councilman Luis Collazo had requested for several of the committees to get together to discuss mental health. It was a mental health awareness task force, and I'd like to recruit one of your committee members to participate in this task force. If anybody's willing to volunteer, or I'll voluntold you. Your choice.
I mean, as a social worker, I'm fine being in it. Unless somebody else wants to do it, I'm okay.
Thank you for volunteering, Hector.
Not a problem.
I second that.
Mario will be my backup. I'm kidding. All right, guys. Anything else, guys? So we're all good. So we're calling the meeting at 6:10 then?
Yes.
Dale. So somebody make a motion. So I like my motions. Remember my motions. Somebody make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Dale, Mario. To adjourn the meeting at 6:11.
There you go. Anybody wants to second it?
I second, Daily.
Once going twice. I love these things. Yeah. So much. I do not know when our next meeting. I'm sure Clarissa will let us know. Clarissa, you think it's gonna be before school starts or after? You don't have no idea.
I believe there's an opportunity for a meeting on August 17th. Let me just double check that. And I'll have to get back because we were talking about scheduling some meetings and I don't know where they scheduled. The issue that we're having is that we're having to bundle all these committee meetings back to back to back because our live streaming service will count it as one live stream instead of separating, and we only have a certain number of meetings per year, and as it is, we're running very low because of the need to meet virtually. So I'll get back to all of you. If there's anything that comes up that needs the committee's attention, of course, we'll try to squeeze you in sooner. But for the time being, it's August 17th. I just need to make sure that the time slot isn't taken.
Okay. All right, guys, and thank you so much. I hope to see you guys at the event. So you all take care.
Thank you. Very good to see all of you. Take care and stay safe.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Sally, this was the last meeting?
That's it. Thank you very much for all your help, Herman.
Perfect. No problem. See you tomorrow.
Bye. See you tomorrow.